Hi guys, we are going to make some garlic cheddar cheese bread today. So as you see, I have all my mise en place lined up. So this was supposed to be a full recipe, but I cut it in half. So when I show you these ingredients, it's half of the recipe. But typically it would be doubled, but I'm only making a half a batch today. So having said that, I have about 2 tablespoons of butter, and it's softened to room temperature. I have, it's about a half a cup of cheese, shredded. You can use any cheese you like. If you only have cheddar, if you have Monterey Jack and cheddar, that's what this is, Monterey Jack and cheddar. You can use that if you want to use mozzarella and Parmesan mixture. It's really whatever you like. That's the beauty of this. And then we have some salt. I use kosher salt. I have white pepper. And this is gonna sound crazy, but mayonnaise, okay? Now, for some of you who don't like mayonnaise, you're not going to even taste it, so don't worry. It's more to help the mixture be spreadable and kind of creamy, but you will not taste mayonnaise on your bread. So what else should I say? Oh, the reason I like this recipe when you're first starting out is because you get to practice mincing garlic. That's what's right here. We have about 2 cloves. And you also get, if you want to mince a little bit of parsley and put that in, it has a really nice color, the green and the cheese, it looks very nice. I don't have parsley today, but you're certainly welcome to do that. Another thing that you could try is maybe a little bit of sliced green onions, thinly sliced green onions. So that's an option too. So first I start out by preheating my oven to 425, 375 if it's a convection oven. And then I have my French bread or baguette on a sheet pan with parchment paper. If you don't have parchment paper, you could use foil. What else? And in this bowl, like I said, I had this butter, it's softened. You can practice dicing butter if you want to, or you could just cut it into slices and let it soften. But if you're practicing knife skills, you might as well give it a try, right? Okay, so I'm gonna add the garlic. And I have my butter, garlic. I guess I'll do mayonnaise too. What the heck, do it right now. And this is another thing. I saw some people measuring mayonnaise. It's not a criticism. It's just in a liquid measuring cup. And this is what we want to measure it in, a dry measuring cup. Okay, we don't want to measure in this type of cup. This is a liquid cup, right? But maybe you didn't know that mayonnaise, it's sort of, you don't really know, do I use a liquid or a dry measuring cup, because it's not really liquid, but it's not really dry. So maybe that's where the confusion was. But yeah, just measure it in a dry measuring cup. And then I have my cheese. And what else? Okay, so I have salt. It's about a 1/4 teaspoon. And then I have some white pepper. It's just to taste. So I'll just add a little bit of that, just about that much. Why do you think we add white pepper instead of black pepper? Anyone have an idea? Well, it's because we don't really want to see black specks in here, right? We want to see, we just don't want to see that. We want it just to be a creamy mixture, and yeah, that's it. So that's when we make mashed potatoes, we do that too. We add white pepper instead of black, because the creamy white potatoes, you want it to stay that way. That's what you want to showcase. But if you are home, of course you could have black pepper on your potatoes if that's what you like. Okay, so this is nice. See, the butter was really soft, so it's very easy to make this now. Okay, so now I'm gonna bring my bread over here, and you can use as much or as little as you want. Usually I use French bread, so this is kind of a lot for this little bit of bread, so I'm not gonna use it all. But if you had a big French bread, you can do that. And just spreading this on, oops. Try to coat it evenly if you can. And that's really it. Now I'm gonna pop it in the oven for about, maybe 8 to 10 minutes. We want it to be golden brown, so that's the main idea. So let's see, what do we have coming out of the oven? We have this beautiful, I don't know which way to see it, let's see. Beautiful cheesy garlic bread. And now we take a chef's knife, and I'm going to cut it into pieces. Okay, and that's it, cheesy garlic bread.